Welcome to this functional strength training flow. So today we're going to be looking to build full body strength by creating a nice flow pattern and utilizing repetitions to build on that pattern and make your body feel stronger, more capable, more able, and hoping to improve longevity in your joints. So when you're ready, meet me in a squat at the back of your mat or floor space, and we're going to find our moment to move. You're going to come into your lowest squat that's available for you right now. It's a pattern I've utilized a few more times in some of the previous videos, but we're going to add on to it a little bit today. So from here, we're just going to roll over the toes, walk the hands forward, and we're going to come up into a nice high plank. So we're going to spin the eyes of the elbows forward, pull the shoulder blades down the back, and then we're just going to lower one elbow down and then the other, coming into forearm plank. So the same sort of key positions as we had it before in high plank. You're going to squeeze your glutes, bring that navel to the spine, and then we're just going to drop the chest through, pull the shoulder blades onto the back, and then push back up. So we're going to take 3 scapular push-ups. 3, place the hand down, the other hand down, and then you can just walk those hands back into a forward fold at the back of your mat to strengthen and lengthen the hamstrings. You can take a little side sway to open up through the side body, and then we're going to lower down into our squat. So we go for 3 rounds of these, and it's just a nice way to activate the body, get ourselves moving, and start feeling into certain positions. So as you do come forward, feel free to walk the hands in different areas and different places on the mat, just so you can open up the wrists a little bit. Bring that navel to the spine in your high plank. Take a nice inhale, and then drop one elbow down, and then the other, coming into that forearm plank. Pull the shoulder blades down the back, squeeze your glutes, tuck that tailbone under, drop down for 1, 2, 3. Really bring them shoulder blades onto the back, push back up, place one hand down, other hand down, and then we can just start walking back into that forward fold position to lengthen those hamstrings. Again, take what you need to. You can even grab opposite elbow and a few little bounces. Tuck that chin to the chest to create a bit of extra length. And we'll come down into that squat. You may have found that you've got a little bit deeper as your hip flexors start opening up, which is what we're here to do, so that's good. And then from here, we're going to walk out into that plank again. So coming out into your plank, push into the feet, drive the heels back, pull the shoulder blades down, your back, extend through the crown of your head, and then we place one elbow down and the other, coming into that forearm plank. Take a few breaths here just to awaken the core. Bring the chest through and back up, bring the chest through and back up, and one more time, through and back up. Place your hands down, start walking the hands back. Again, you can use a little twist in, fingertips maybe facing towards the toes, and even here you can go onto the backs of your hands while you're in this hamstring stretch. If your wrists feel like they need a little bit more mobility, you can even interlace the fists and just roll out the wrists just to open them up, as we will be on them a little bit today. And then we'll come back down into that squat, and then that's workout. So when we're ready, we're going to start building some more functional strength in sort of different positions from that. So we're going to walk out into our downward facing dog, and we're going to let the fun begin. So we're going to roll forward into our high plank. We're going to bring that right leg up, and we're going to bring it into the right knee, the right tricep, up as high as you can, dome in the upper back, pushing the ground away from you, and then from there you're going to push the ground away, push that right leg back up to the sky, but drop your elbows down at the same time. So we're coming into dolphin pose here. Extend through the toes, point them, gaze forward, past and beyond your hands, and we're going to stay nice and low, and we're going to come into a low plank position. So tuck them elbows into the side body, shift the weight forward, coming into your low plank, extend through that toe, and then we're going to push up into our high plank and lower back down. Halfway, push back up, there's 2, and there's 3. From there, we're going to bring that right knee across the body this time, up high into the left tricep, and extend it away from us coming into our downward facing dog. Bring that right knee into the left tricep, push into the ground, so we're bringing it across body, working our rotational core, and then push it back up to the sky. Downward face, a 3-legged down dog. Bring it across the body, up to the sky, across the body. Maybe take the connection back up to the sky. This time we're going to bring it to the right tricep, then bring it across to the left tricep, extend it all the way through, place them right toes down to the ground, and then from here we're going to lower down to a press up as a slow lowering press up. So we're slowly going to lower down until our belly touches the floor. 3, 2, 1. Let the chest touch the floor. Spin to the inside of your left foot. You're going to push up. So you're coming into a setup for starfish, and then we're going to push the hips up to the sky, coming into that starfish position. Flex all toes. Make sure the shoulders stacked over the wrist, hips up to the sky. And then from there, we're going to take the weight into that left foot, bring that right foot hovering, and then bring the knee into the chest, push the foot behind you, and then place the foot down, the knee down to the ground, and come up into gate pose. My blocks got in the way, but gate pose looks like from this position, your left leg is extended away, your right knee is underneath your torso, and then from there, we're going to push the hips back. So you come onto the toes of the right foot, hips come down towards that right heel, and then you come back up, squeezing the glutes, and you're engaging the adductor muscles and opening up the front hip socket on the right side. So come down, there's 2, lower down to the heel, 3, really give it a nice squeeze like you would at the top of a squat when you come up, 4, 5, nice and controlled, 6, last one, down to the heel, 7. From there, we're going to place our right hand down. Mine's going to come slightly off the mat, I feel, so it should be away from the shoulder, and then we're going to start bringing that left foot up off the mat. So now all of a sudden your shoulder should be stacked over the wrist, and then from there we're going to bend that left knee into the bum and extend it away. Keep pushing into the ground with the right hand, and we're now working the outer left glute, sorry. 3, 4, there's a tricky balancing pose as well. 5, try to keep control. 6, bring it into the bum. 7, and don't collapse into that right shoulder. Last one is 8, and from there, I'm going to bring the knee in, spin it round to the top of the mat, pivot the right toes round to now they're facing forward the way we were at the beginning of the class, and we're here in a low crescent lunge, and then from there, we're simply going to come up an inch off the ground. So now we're in a double bent leg lunge. We're going to shift the weight forward, coming over them left toes, making sure you can still see the left big toe, and then we're going to come back half an inch. So with torso stacked again, and lower the knee down, push the knee up, shift the weight forward, come back, lower down. Squeeze the thighs together as we're doing this, creates a little bit more stability. Shift forward. So we're getting into that front hip socket, coming over the toes, so we're working our ankle flexion. At the same time, creating length and strength in the legs. Come up halfway, 1 inch, shift forward. It's 4, lower back, lower down. And last one, come up, shift forward, take an inhale, come back, lower that right knee down to the ground. Place your hands either side of your left foot, tuck the back toes, and we're going to extend that left leg up to the sky, coming into our three-legged dog. Now place the left foot back down to the ground, and before we get into this other sequence on the other side, we can take a few steps to just pedal out. That left glute could be talking to you, mine is, but that's why we're here. And when we're ready, let's try and repeat that pattern on the other side. So we're going to roll forward into our high plank, bring that left knee into that left tricep, push it up nice and high, and then from there we're slowly going to extend that left leg away from us, take a bend in the right elbows at the same time, coming down into our one-legged dolphin. Take a breath or two, push into the ground with your elbows, gaze forward, tuck the elbows into the side body, shifting the weight into that one-legged low plank, and we push up. There's one, lower down, two, last one, three, and then we're going to bring that left tricep into the right elbow, and then push it back for three-legged dog. Bring the knee forward, cross the body, work in rotational core. Try to touch that tricep if you can. Extend it away. Shift forward across the body. There's three. Coming body, shoulders over the wrists. Four. Extend it away. And this time we're going to come again into that left tricep, right tricep, and then extend it out in front of you. And then we're slowly going to take that starfish awkward push up. We're just going to lower down. 3, 2, 1. Roll onto the inside of your right foot, outside of your left. Push yourself up, and then from there we're going to push ourselves up even higher, and we're going to come into this starfish position. Shoulder should be stacked over the wrist, hips up to the sky, glutes engaged. Create balance, and then you can bring that left foot off, tuck the knee into the chest, and then place it behind you. Knee down to the ground, and you're going to rise up into your gate pose. And I'll spin around so it's a little bit easier to see what I mean if you didn't catch it on the first side. Right leg's extended, straight and lengthened, and then we come onto the toes of the left foot. We lower the hips down and then push back up, squeezing the glutes at the top to create length in the adductors. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Really engage the glutes at the top. 6, and push down into the outer edge of the right foot. 7. From there, we're going to place that left hand away from us. It's going to come slightly off the mat, and I'm then going to bring that right leg up, and now my shoulder is over the left hand, right leg's extended away, and I'm going to bend that knee, try to touch my bum, and then lock it back out. There's 1. Bring that navel to the spine. 3. Keep pushing into that left shoulder. 4, 5, 6. This one does talk to you. 7. Stay with it. 8. Bend the leg back in. Spin round, place that right foot at the top of the mat, and coming into your low crescent lunge. So from your crescent lunge, remember from the first side, we're just going to come up 1 inch or so off the ground. We're then going to shift the weight forward, so we're trying to stretch in and open up that ankle, and then we're going to come back to just above the torso, place it down. So there's 1, up an inch, shift forward, come back, lower down. There's 2, again, squeeze those thighs together to create a bit more stability. It's 3, lower down, up an inch, 4, come back, lower down, and last one, up an inch, shift forward, brief hold, shift back, lower down, and there it is. So from there, place both knees down to the ground, and you're just going to simply come onto your bum, extend the legs away from you, and we're just going to take a nice forward fold. So flex the toes, extend through the torso, and then we're just going to take a forward fold over those legs. Extend, make the torso nice and long, and then start melting the chest towards the hamstring, the thighs. Tuck the chin to the chest, create a little bit more length in the back body. Flex the toes to create more length in the hamstrings. And then from there we'll roll back up, and we're simply going to place the right foot on the outside of the left leg, and we're going to hug our right knee into the chest with our left arm. So you're going to place the elbow inside of the elbow socket around the knee. We're going to take a pull into the chest and take a twist. You can then place your right hand behind you and look over that shoulder just to twist out the body. Flex the toes on the left foot. Come back around, extend the right leg away, bring that left knee into the chest and place it outside the right leg. And then bring that right elbow joint into that left knee, place the left hand behind you, and then take a stretch and a twist. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, maybe you can gaze a little bit deeper over that left shoulder, flexing through the left toes, the right toes. And as your hand is already behind you, place the other one to meet it. You might want to shift the weight a little bit forward. You're going to pull through the chest, so you pull the shoulder blades onto the back, and then you take a bend in those elbows. You can maybe shift your bum a little bit further forward to feel a deeper stretch through the front of the shoulders. Don't go too deep into this one. It can get a little bit uncomfortable, so when you found a nice stretch, just stay there, open up the chest, and just sink into it a little bit more. You may want to rotate the elbows in and out, the shoulders in and out, pedal out the hands, and then just bring the bum back. And then from there, you can take a nice lay down on your back. You can come into a cross-legged position like myself. And that's it. That's the end of your functional strength training class. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know how it was and how you found this moment to move. Most of all, hopefully you found some time to get into your body, learn a little bit more, open it up a little bit more, and strengthen it in certain areas. So thanks for joining me at this full body functional strength training class, and I look forward to catching you on the next one.